parents are always talking about how my older brother never visits, and they tell us to reach out to him because they feel like he doesn't come home enough. He lives downtown, and honestly, I think it's good that he doesn't come home to visit. The atmosphere here isn't super bearable. Any thoughts on this? I feel like you need space from your parents sometimes. Should we feel bad or guilty for not visiting as often?
So it's a younger sibling?
It's a younger sibling saying how their older brother never visits.
A lot of older siblings not keeping it together.
Yeah.
That's like a theme of
It's an older brother though.
There's a lot of older siblings making executive decisions for the family.
like dating shitty guys and not visiting home.
Being like, guys, we're starting a trend of not hanging out with the fam so much.
Everyone hates Carrie, but she was the star of the show. Sometimes you make mistakes as diva, all right?
It sounds like this is more of like a traditional family of like moving to a different part of the same town. I would say my advice would be this person really needs to weaponize FaceTime in a way and get aggressive about calls. And like be proactive. Don't let your parents call you. I feel like I do that too much where it's like they call me a lot more than I call them. So kind of using calls, but also, of course I answer. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But like doing that, because going home and doing the whole thing a lot, especially if you've just moved out and you just wanted to have your own apartment, like going home every weekend, which might be this parent's expectation if they live, if this older child lived with them for a long time, that's going to be annoying. Like you want to do things on the weekend, you want to be busy with your friends, you're excited to move downtown, call. Anytime you have like a little 15 minutes even, just do a call, do a FaceTime.
Damn, no, that's good advice.
Smart.
No, I feel like it's a tricky situation. They're kind of like wondering, the younger sibling is like feeling guilt that like as the older sibling, my hot take is kind of like it bounces back. Like I've been that person who hasn't called and visited family for quite a bit, but then I've kind of like come back to it. So I think my advice would be like maybe just give it space. Like they might
let your older sibling cook a little bit.
Yeah, like kind of let them ebb and flow. And if they're in a period right now where they're just doing their own thing, like reach out, say happy birthday, this, that, like show interest, but you don't necessarily have to keep up the same communication. I went through a big shift actually with my parents with that, where like we didn't stick to the same communication or like frequency that we were used to. And that was a big shift, but it doesn't mean that it's like inauthentic. If anything, now it's more authentic because we talk when there's something going on that we want to like share with each other.
And you're not feeling obligated necessarily if you're doing it because you
have to. Yeah, you're just like checking a box like, okay, I called them, I texted them, So I would say, maybe just give them space and just hope for the best, that they just kind of find their pace and it's just like a phase of their life. Oh, that's tricky. I don't know. Damn. What do you think, Hillary?
Oh, well, I feel like you both have like similar approaches. I don't really think one's better. Like
it's a hard situation.
Both valid.
Oh, I do a tie?
Yeah. The third one's the time.
Oh my God, somebody get a point.
Like I would say to your parents, like, hey, I get you want to hear from so-and-so more, but like, I'm not the middle person for that. Like, I don't think that triangulation is like good. Like, I think like, if anything, the parents, like if anyone needs to have a conversation, the older brother, the older sibling, and the parents need to have a conversation. And like, yeah, like you were saying, Veronica, like work out what is a cadence of communication that feels like
realistic.
Okay. And also just like, I don't know, like I think sometimes parents forget what it's like to be young and that like, like I get it when you're sitting at home and you're retired, you're like, why isn't my son calling me all the time? But it's like, they have a full fucking life. And like, maybe they don't have that much time. Or like, even like myself, like I'm going to visit my family this weekend and it's going to be like 4 hours bus ride. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, I'm happy to do that. But like Hamilton, it's just like shit.
Getting an hour's bus?
Yeah. The trains are canceled this weekend. So it's going to be like a little topper. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But it's like, okay, I'll do that like this weekend because there's something going on. But like, I'm not doing that every weekend.
No.
Like there's no way. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I just had this experience with my dad. I just went to Japan. I was with my boyfriend for the past like couple weeks, it was 10 days. And my dad has gotten to this like fun habit where he'll triple text over nothing serious. But like if he just doesn't hear from me, 2 hours later, he'll follow up again. And he sent me a text like, hey, what are you guys doing today? Like what's on the itinerary, time difference and everything. So I saw it at like a early hour. 3 hours later, he follows up again. He's like, busy morning, like passive aggressive. I need to let you know that me and my boyfriend were smashing. Like that's what we were doing. And that's that busy actually. Yeah. That's where I got to where I was like, what would you rather? Just let me like simmer for a few hours and just let me get back to him at a time, or tell you the honest answer. But I was
smashing,
having relations with my boyfriend. And that's why I didn't text you back. Does that make you feel better?
Trying new techniques.
You want me to text you back like, man?
Dottie, like mid what?
Yeah.
I don't know. We're like oh my God, it's calling you, babe. Like exactly. So that's another one that I don't have the answer to. I'm gonna be honest. I'm still working on it with my family for sure.